just explain to us, what is child trafficking?
Yeah, well, people will seemingly do anything to make a buck, and they'll sell anything, and they'll sell children. Human slavery is not a new thing. Child slavery is not a new thing, but it seems to be growing more prevalent now. There are so many criminal elements, from the high-end elite all the way down to the gutter pedophiles selling children, even children selling each other and themselves in some cases. So there's all these manners of harm, but child trafficking is essentially selling a child against their will for some sort of act, and almost always at the detriment of the child. Otherwise it wouldn't be worth money to the predator. So it's the selling of children for sex and sometimes slave labor.
You know, and you mentioned children selling children. It's that learned behavior. It's that generational curse of what we begin to do, what we see. And so someone has to step in and break that cycle, which is what you're doing. But you mentioned another word there. You talked about the prevalence of it. Why are these people doing this? And it isn't just people on the back streets, like you said. It's prominent people. But why?
Well, there's so many reasons, Kim, and one is political leverage. We know of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. And why are the client lists not coming out from that? Well, these people enjoy a lot of top cover and protection, even though they are predators and they're harming the little ones. But in blackmailing each other in the intelligence community, capturing each other on video, committing acts of crime against children, child rape, they can use that as leverage to hold over that political figure or elected official for the rest of their lives. And so that's one thing. And then the financial revenue is another thing.
Tell us about that, because when I read the statistics and the money, I was just blown away. What you mentioned about the money equivalent to sports? Yeah.
Before we essentially abandoned our border security in the United States, it was estimated at $38 to $50 billion a year criminal revenue selling children inside the United States. So they don't know what that number is now, but it's wide open.
Right.
And so if it's closer to 50 billion or higher, that's more than all pro sports combined in annual revenue. Right. So how many children are being harmed for it to be worth that amount of